stuff did he not write that was influential to us as young ethnic men? What stuff did he write that was kind of like we thought it was him as a man speaking to us, but it wasn't him. It was a collaboration of different people. And at the time, we're young because we were young back then. We were, 17, 18, 16, listening to music. We thought, oh, well, this is Kanye. This man has been through our struggle. He knows what we're going through, X, Y, and Z. Okay, he understands. But this is not him.
How do you know?
This is not... Because it's being co-written with somebody else. It's not him as a poet. It's not him as a poet.
Listen, but this is what I'm saying, though. With Kanye and him having people that help him write, that doesn't discredit his greatness. Because number one, he's still making the beats. Number two, he's still leading the direction of the song. And if you have somebody that's adding and saying, yo, listen, you should add this to your song. Yo, you should take out this. Kanye said, I don't need writers. Only I can come up with some shit like this. Another hit, Barry Bond. Listen, Kanye, I wholeheartedly believe that Kanye writes the majority of his songs. I believe that he may get help with certain bars and certain parts of his songs, which is okay. Because he never came out and said, yo, listen, I'm the greatest MC. I'm the best since Hove. I'm X, Y, and Z. No,
why would he say he the best as Hove, though? That's his man's, though. Why would he say that?
Well, Drake fucking says it.
Well, Drake is Drake. He's on a whole other category.
But
he doesn't. No.
My point in saying that is that Kanye is not trying to be the best MC. He's trying to be the best composer.
Yes, he is, bro.
No, he's not.
Kanye's trying to be the best he can be right now.
No,
he's trying to be the ultimate dude. He's trying to be
in music. It's such as when you compare.
You just said the word music. You just said the word music, and that collaborate. That takes away everything. Music is what we.
It's what we listen to, but
he's trying to be the best in music.
So Whitney Houston might be the best singer ever. She didn't write all of her songs. Does that take away from her greatness in her voice and her songs?
That's singing. That's not rapping.
Listen, that's making music. But I'm saying,
all right, let's take it from Sahara to Prince. Let's see what he says.
So it was like, damn, I'm stuck. But then people know Ye just started fucking with me, so they were like, okay, we don't want to let him go.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah, this ain't the people who signed me. So Ye was just like, yo, man, come over here and write for me. You know what I'm saying? Do this, and then we'll get you some cachet, and then we can come back and, get you out of the situation. And that's why I'm here today. No dope on Sundays.
So he was with Def Jam before Good Music?
Yeah. I was already on Def Jam.
Gotcha.
It just, I wasn't making trap records. So me and, Convict was kind of butting heads about that.
You from Atlanta? You should be making the bounce.
Yeah. But I couldn't listen to rap growing up. Mm-hmm. I didn't even start listening to rap until I was about 15.
Yeah, I heard your parents were strict. Was it a religious thing?
All right, so he going into personal stuff, but I feel like Kanye, like at this point, he definitely pulling on more strings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But in the early days, like when he was doing this. I mean, I have to say, he definitely had GLC.
Yeah, GLC was writing a lot of his shit.
From the
Let
beginning.
me ask you this: do you hold? Because I don't discredit Kanye, none of his albums because he didn't write it, because he's not an MC. That's not his main primary source of music.
You don't scold him for that. Yeah.
But a motherfucker like Drake, I'm gonna fucking come straight for him, because I'm like, yo, you can't say that you're the best and then have a nigga doing a whole fucking reference track. Agreed. I never heard a reference track for Kanye.
Agreed.
So that's why I'm like, I don't care if anybody writes for Kanye. He can produce. He can have the idea of where he wants the song to go, and he'll just lay the fucking verse. And that's what I don't have a problem with. I don't give a fuck. Now, if there was Jay-Z and a nigga came out and said Jazzo wrote his first 3 albums, nigga, I'm gonna be heartbroken.
Right.
If a nigga came out and said that I'm writing for Styles P and Jadakiss, I'm gonna be heartbroken. The difference with Kanye.
How do you feel about that about Kanye?
Because Kanye is not an MC. He's not
Bro.
a primary.
He
Alright,
talks like he is MC. Look at Kanye's interview.
Are you guys ready for your top 5?
Kanye albums.
Get your
Yeah,
phone
hell
ready.
yeah. I just want to prove this point.
Get your phones ready.
He is not. You cannot compare Kanye to other MCs because he was never an MC. Strictly, straight MC. He was an artist.
All right, before we get to the top 5, we're gonna do top 5 albums.
Producer.
Just
He's only had 7.
Give us your initial when you first heard Kanye. You know, TR, you know.
It was college, it was college dropout. College dropout made me fall in love with Kanye. Cause I was like, that was like 03. I said, yo, man, this man. It was 03, and then it was late registration, and then it was graduation, and then it was heartbreak. I'm like, yo, man, this man Kanye is talking to me, and then he started drifting after he lost his mom. You know, I can understand, but it didn't hurt me when I was like, Kanye doesn't write all of his raps. It hurt me when I was like, Drake doesn't write all of his raps, and I'm like, I'm thinking Drake is the best thing since sliced bread. I'm like,
focus on Kanye now.
But my point is saying that it was like,
yeah.
Kanye, I don't care if Kanye doesn't write his own rap.
And this is my point
because
right
he's
here.
a producer.
This is my point right here. It hurt me a lot. He talking about Drake. When I found out Drake don't write his own shit, I did not care. I did not care when I found out Drake didn't write his own stuff. Because that's not, no, it didn't matter to me. Now when I found out, when I delved into the research, when I found out that a lot of his stuff was co-written, I felt some type of way. Because a lot of his music was classical. When you do classics in the hip-hop game, in the rap industry, it means a lot. Because you're talking about...
What was your first introduction to Kanye for you, though?
My first introduction to Kanye was Overnight Celebrity, was Barry Bonds, was Dear Mama, was Jesus, I can't even think right. Roses. Roses was another good one. All Falls Down. Spaceship. You know what I mean? Yo, Kanye has a lot of good.
That was all
tracks.
GLC. GLC was killing that shit.
Kanye has a lot of good songs. But when you find out that he did not write all his music, yo,
okay.
A lot of the music.
All right, listen.
So let me
fall off the defense. Like, I want to get y'all back in the space where we thinking about albums.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta finish this goddamn debate because I cannot.
Well, the debate will go as
right.
This goes.
Yeah, I just cannot.
So we're on top 5.
Top 5 Kanye albums.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna go 5-1. So least to greatest.
Shit.
So put your money where your mouth is, man.
Yeah, you had 7. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, he's 8. He get 8 in the game. Especially when we include Watch the Throne.
Jesus was straight. You can't. Yeah, that was him. That whole. I can't really consider that a Kanye album. So I guess okay. So we'll start with 5. My least favorite Kanye album that's in my top 5.
You got a tablet to help you.
It would probably be
5-1.
5-1. It would probably be starting off my least favorite. That's my favorite. Would be 808s and Heartbreaks.
That's your number 5.
That was a good ass album. That was a good ass album, and it was different, and it carried on. The sound is carrying on and now.
YouTube Red.
Yeah, it was an early precursor to what happened.
And we don't know how much Kanye did not write in his first couple of albums.
So
there's no reference.
So it was 808s Heartbreaks.
808s and Heartbreaks for me would be about 5.
Okay. I feel like that's a good one. I feel like a lot of people probably like that album a lot.
I do like it. It's just it's not in my top 3 Kanye albums. Oh my god.
Alright, we're going on 5. This is on the spot too. This is freestyle internets.
Yeah, this
we didn't prepare for this.
This is no script.
Wow.
But he made this beat though.
Comment passed on it. I made it to a jam. Wow. Okay, so
pass on this.
People talking loud.
my 5 is going to be
Everything I am.
well, to me he's got 4 classics, so this is easy for me. So number 5 is what I feel like is not the classic. So I feel like what's not the classic is Life of Pablo. I feel like 808s is a good album.
No, wait, I thought we was doing because he has 8, right?
Yeah, we're doing 5 to 1.
5 that are
Top 5
favorite.
We're doing top 5.
So Pablo is your least favorite, but within your
seven.
top 5.
Since you at 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
7.
7.
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
808s is your 5.
Mm-hmm.
My 5 is Pablo. I like that a little more than 808s. And I probably gotta listen to go back to 808s. Honestly,
808s was actually good.
Life of Pablo was not bad to me. It was more so just at that point I just kind of got fed up with Kanye, the image, and just what he was representing. But if I could like close my eyes and listen to just like the music, it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Some of the lyrics, it makes me kind of tinge a little bit. I mean, at this point, man, I'm a realist with this Life of Pablo album. I'm not gonna like have the same Kanye that I had before, and I'm honest about that. We all grow, we all evolve into what we want to fucking be, man. You know what I mean? And we all grown ass men. So if you want to be this guy that's going ahead against, you know, the fashion designers, and that's what you feel like that's what you need to do, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
And I'm not like making you fight this battle that you gotta fight. You know, like that's fine. But musically, it was cool. It sounded good. Life Pablo's my 5.
Alright, so I'll take to my top 5. Number 5 for me is Jesus. He got.
That means you still like Jesus.
I like it. He has some good tracks on there. New Slaves, Blood on Leaves.
The only one I could do was
Blood on Leaves. He has some good tracks on there where he talks about designers, like you were saying, B. Where he comes at, you know, minorities. He comes at minorities as far as like, what are you guys doing? Wake up.
Yeah.
It's time for you to realize what's going on. You know what I mean? Us, we. You know, he's speaking to us. You know what I mean? I'm talking about I'm Hispanic as a Latino male. He's talking to us too. Like, yo, wake up. You know what I mean? We're buying all this stuff. We're doing all these things. We're just new slaves to the game. And, you know, I felt strongly about the album. I felt like he was reaching out to us. And he was trying to tell us, like, yo, there's a God in all of us. He's Jesus. But in a metaphorical sense, he's trying to tell us, like, yo, I'm trying to preach to y'all. Like, quote unquote, Jesus did. Like, listen, take this in. Take it for what it is. You know, I'm putting you deep to how really the rich operate. How that society of life really deals with stuff. How they look at the poor. How they look at the middle class. You know what I mean? I'm telling you what they see. Who we talk about?
Spot
the Asian boy.
Spot on.
Jane Wang or Wayne, whatever the hell is that Asian.
Wang, yeah.
Him. How he looks at us. They're gonna buy this clothes. They're gonna do this. So let me feed it to them. He talks about it.
Spot on.
Motherfuckers, you know what I mean? He's a new slave. Like, he walks into a store, yo, buy all this. They're not just staring at him as far as like he's a black man. They're looking at him like, yo, you're a rich black man. So buy all this stuff. Do all this.
Eat this.
I agree.
That's my top 5.
I agree.
New
But
slave.
You got your 4?
I do have my 4. Number 4 to me would probably be.
It's right here. Y'all need it. It's right here.